Okay. Well, good morning. Right, this is they're just about 48 hours, just over 48 hours old now, you know, it's just basically just having a quick check of the pups to see how they're doing. And as you can see, you know, they're doing quite well. You know, you want to see a nice active puppy. Some people need to use, you know, scales to see if their puppies are growing. You know, I've had enough experience to be able to sort of use my eyes and my gut feelings. But yeah, you want a responsive puppy like this, where it's very eager, very strong. I mean, you know, ready to move. You know that this puppy can get out of danger if it gets stuck behind its mum. And just to show you what the iodine, how effective that is, can you see the umbilical cord? It's nice and dry. Some people, their umbilical cord stays wet for days, and you know, this could lead to infection. So that's dry, that'll fall off in the next 24 hours or so. I hope you can see that. And another thing that I do, which is fantastic, besides watching whether they're feeding, they're going to the toilet well, just do a little pinch like that, and when you pinch that, it should go back down quite quickly, so you know that this puppy's well hydrated. That's one of the biggest tests you can do, because sometimes you're so tired, they look like they're all feeding. Just do that, and you'll know whether a puppy's well hydrated or not. Now, very sadly, at times you will have a problem, and you know, this puppy was perfectly healthy, no problems whatsoever, but this puppy without intervention will die, guaranteed. There's no two ways about it. You know, one of the things you can see, again, if you're paying attention, and that's why it's important to handle your puppies every day. This puppy was a very strong puppy, but look, if you're pinching the neck, I mean, he's slightly bit better hydrated now because I've given him some milk, but you can still see it, the skin fold. I don't know if you can see that well. Can you see that? It's just staying up. So this puppy isn't hydrated, and the puppy isn't moving well. What's the reason for this? So, you know, we check the puppy over, and for me, instantly, I would say, you know, it was a healthy puppy. It isn't eating. Yes, it's a large litter, but what else could have caused this? And when you turn the puppy over, then there is your answer. That is a purple paw. If you look at the rear paw, you can see that's nice and pink. You know that the circulation there is in trouble. Now, is this puppy got a broken paw? I don't think so. But I know what's definitely happened is, obviously the dam's restless, getting up. She's accidentally stepped on the puppy. And that puppy now cannot move properly to get to feed. So this puppy has to be isolated and monitored for the next 48 hours. I mean, if you're in doubt, you go straight to the vet. I mean, but I've run my hand down. If this puppy doesn't eat, I'm going straight to the vet because I take no chances whatsoever. You know, I wouldn't even first of all give the Nutralac because I want to make sure that there isn't another issue here. This puppy, if hand's been stepped on, it should still, if attached to the teat manually, should still eat. So that's what we want to see. Okay, now thank God, as you can see, when attached manually, the puppy is feeding. So therefore, this puppy just has to be monitored. This puppy should be separated instantly. Never leave this type of puppy with the dam. You know, not until it sort of gets its strength back, because all that happens is it keeps getting pushed out of the way. And that's why I use a restricted area with Honey. Well done, darling. She hasn't done this deliberately. She's a colossal bitch. I mean, look at the size of her paw. So, you know, just an accident on stepping on the puppy can cause this. But then this puppy will be allowed to eat by itself without its litter mate. It's latching on quite well. But if you watch, it hasn't got the energy it's trying a little bit to move, but it can't really compete because obviously its foot is bruised. Okay, this is a Snuggle Safe heat pad because obviously now this puppy isn't well and it needs to be separated, you know. And you know, I hear someone saying, "For God's sake, Ben, I only have one heat pad." Okay, fair enough. This is a fantastic bit of kit. You shove it in the microwave and you load it for about sort of 6 minutes, and basically that will heat up, and the heat from that lasts for about they say about 9 to 10 hours. I think realistically about 5 hours. Okay, now so what's the sort of next step? The next step would be isolating the puppy, and just a bit of newspaper or an old towel in an old sort of cardboard box. I'm just going to get the Snuggle Safe. It's just finished in the microwave. Now that is now nice and warm. This is fantastic. And basically you've got a cover, my grubby looking cover here, and you just slip it in here like that. The most important thing for these puppies is, you know, they need to be warm. You've got the Nutrilak milk to feed, but what I would do is I would manually attach the puppy, as you see. Now, you know, that poor little puppy, as you can see, goes down on the pad like that, and that puppy will come upstairs with me, and I'll set my alarm. So every 2 hours I will come back and we'll do a manual feed, or I may just decide to just to have the puppy on the Nutrilak, you know, because that is fantastic as well. But what I want to do is I want to make sure that this puppy continues to have close contact with its mother. I think it wills them to live. I really do feel so. And I don't think the puppy's sick. I just think that the puppy quite clearly has had a damaged paw and is feeling poorly. Hence why. I mean, when we have a look at the rest of the litter to see how they're doing, I mean, look at this. You know, this is fantastic. Fantastic looking puppy. It's a female, and yeah, they're all doing very well. You look at the paws. The paws are nice and pink, like they should be, not purple like that. So if they can't get to the teat, they're not going to be able to feed. And you know, this is nature's way, really. That's why dogs have such large litters, because the probability of, you know, 60-70% of the pups dying is really very real, just from little situations like that with just a slightly damaged paw. Now you will really thank your lucky stars that I introduced this Nutrilak. You really will thank your lucky stars. This stuff. Now look at this puppy in this situation. Yes, she will latch on to the teat just about, but it means I'm having to come down. I can have the box upstairs with me. I can have this bottle and just basically make sure that the puppy's getting some good nutrition. Well, this is what that puppy is supposed to compete with. Can you see the strength from the back legs? There's no way. In a litter like this that's so powerful and so greedy, game over. Not because she's a weak pup, but purely and simply because her foot is bruised. You know, so my intervention is she's lucky, because her days are numbered if I don't intervene. Numbered, totally.